Hey all, Tony Bing here. Hello and welcome to another Cosmic Trial guide for Marvel Heroes Omega. So we're now on to Luke Cage, and this was a real tough one, and I'll actually say straight away my recommendation, although I've been able to pass it in super heroic gear, my recommendation is possibly to gear him out a bit more, because this really is a tough one. As you see, it'll hopefully make it interesting to watch, but it was tough, it really was. So what we'll do anyway, before we show off the Cosmic Trial, I'll do a quick showcase of the skills and talents I've used. We'll run through the Cosmic Trial, you'll see me scrape through it. Once we've done that, I'll show off the gear we've used as well. But here we go, let's have a look at the skills and talents. So skill wise here we actually have a basic that doesn't use any spirit. Now we won't get to use this often, but with this particular build these skills seem to use a huge amount of spirit, far too much, too easy to run out on them. So for that reason it's good to have this just in case you've run out of spirit, so you can still keep doing damage, because otherwise you'll potentially run out of time. So that's why I'm using Crowbar Beat Down. The next skill we use, this hits for a ton over a large area, and this is great. It's Elbow Drop. It has a 100% critical hit chance due to our talent choice, and we also get 2 charges on a low 6-second cooldown. We then have Dempsey Roll. This hits for a ton, so it's 17,000 damage, but it's a whopping 7 hits, 12-second cooldown. It is easy to miss with it, so make sure you're locked on and close to the enemy before you use it, and you don't actually get any kind of mitigation while using it, so don't use it if you're surrounded by enemies or they'll whittle you down during the animation. Now the next hard hitting skill we have is Vehicular Manslaughter. So this particular one, it stuns the enemy for 2 seconds, 12-second cooldown, but it hits for a ton and it's over a large area. We then have the summon. Now the summon that I'm going for is Misty Knight. It's really down to you what one you go for. Just bear in mind, if you select a certain one it may lock out a talent that could be useful for you. Now if we go all the way along to Cages here again, this works with Misty Knight, and that when you use Cages here, when Misty Knight is available, she'll actually do, let's see, we can see Concussion Blast, I believe it is, she'll actually do that. There we go. When you activate Cages here, Misty Knight, that's actually Bionic Smash, sorry, all these different tags on this. Now also, if you cast Misty Knight when she's already out, she'll fire out a Cryo Beam that will freeze the enemies for 1.5 seconds as well. Now, final skill we look at before the talents is Sweet Christmas, which is your signature, so it hits for a huge amount, knocks down the enemy, 30-second cooldown, and it works as a buff as well, and the buff also buffs your damage and also your damage reduction, so that's really useful there. But what we'll do now is we'll have a look at the talents we would use. So it's really a relatively simple set of talents we've got here. The first one is Heavy Hitter. So with this, combo points are removed, so we can activate our finishers just on their standard cooldowns without having to micromanage the combo points bar. It's not something we want to be doing in this trial. Now the next talent we have, this is the one that converts Iron Fist into Misty Knight and gives us that Bionic Smash when we use Cages here. We then have Lethal Fist, so this one changes Cages here so that it activates straight away, gets a huge 400% damage buff and a 12-second cooldown, and also Elbow Drop gains the 100% critical hit chance. We then have Street Justice, so Chunk of Concrete, which we're not using, becomes a finisher, and Vehicular Manslaughter becomes a finisher as well, then that's one that we are using. And then we finish up with Take to the Streets, so when you use Cold Shoulder, which is your charge, or Elbow Drop, you increase your movement speed by 15%. More importantly, this gives you an extra charge on Elbow Drop and also on your dash, which is good for getting around. So now that we've covered the skills and talents, what we'll do is the actual Cosmic Trial gameplay. Once that's completed, as always, I'll bring up the gear that I've used as well.
Somebody call for a hero. No way, can't be done.
I'm getting whooped here.
So many ways to hurt you.
Can't take much more.
The Mandarin is invincible.
I'm getting whooped here.
I'm not a machine. Give me a minute.
I am all powerful. This cannot be.
Thought you were some badass villain.
I'm getting whooped here. Can't take much more. Sugar, you in trouble now. I'm getting whooped here.
No way. Can't be done.
Die, subhuman fool!
Can't take much more.
No way. Can't be done.
No.
So there we go. As you can see, I really wasn't kidding when I said this was a tough one. So if we bring up the gear, we can see it's just simply superheroic slots 1 to 5, nothing special for the artifacts, and we don't have a legendary either. But personal recommendation, I would gear them out before doing this unless you're up for a challenge. But as always, hope this was useful, and I'll see you all again soon.